research, and I found that the first citation of the phrase, the fat of the land, is in the King James Version of the Bible, Genesis 45:17 through 18. It says, "And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Say unto thy brethren, this do ye," you can tell it's King James, can't you? "Lade your beast, and go get you unto the land of Canaan, and take your father and your household, and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and ye shall eat the fat of the land." That's a problem for some of us. It's not that we eat the fat of the land, it's how much of it, right? How much of the fat of the land. So today, I looked up in the Free Dictionary, idioms in the Free Dictionary, and it says the way it defines living off the fat of the land is, if someone lives off the fat of the land, they have a rich and comfortable life without having to work hard for it. So that's what it kind of means today, to have a pretty easy, comfortable life without a whole lot of effort. So I'm here to tell you that, most of you know, because I mentioned last week, that during my sabbatical, I really know how to have fun. I did a 16-day water-only fast. Okay? And you know that I did it because of the eczema on my hands and my feet, which I'm happy to report has dissolved into the nothingness from which it came, because when I gave my body the chance, it pushed out and got rid of all the toxins that were clearly causing it. But I'm not talking about today just fasting physically. Today I want to talk about, actually the way I came to this talk was while I was fasting, Heidi was bugging me for my Sunday message topics for September, you know? So, because I never seem to get them done before I leave on sabbatical. So I thought, you know, I had realized that as I was fasting from food and the negative effects of some of the foods that I've chosen to eat over my lifetime, that really there's a close parallel to fasting from our negative thinking, which is what we talk about all the time in Unity, right? We want to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, and don't mess with Mr. In Between. All right, so it's very much in line with Unity. So I thought, okay, I'll talk about fasting from negativity from these different perspectives. But it was during my water fast that I realized the parallels because of some of the experiences I had. You see, the place I was a place called the Fasting Escape in Yorba Linda, California. And people in the fasting world know it as an introvert's paradise because it only has 4 rooms. So if everybody was a couple, there could be a maximum of 8 people. But while I was there was never more than 4 of us. And, oh my gosh, the solitude. It was so fantastic. It was actually reminded me of when I go on the 10-day Vipassana silent meditation retreats. And during those times, all the stuff comes up that I haven't thought about for years. And I found that happening at Fasting Escape because I wasn't interacting a lot with other people. And so I thought, wow, there's that similarity because when you're fasting physically without food, what's happening is that you start eliminating all these toxins that have been building up in your system since your last fast. You know? And you know, you all fast. We all fast every day, every 24 hours. That's why it's called break fast, okay? We fast sometime in the evening to whenever we get up in the morning and whatever we decide to eat. That's a fast. The body needs to fast. So don't say, oh, I can never do that, because you do it every 24 hours, okay? Just about stretching it out a little bit. So there's other ways that we also clear up stuff. Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, was very much into dreams and the importance of dreams. And my spiritual director, I had a session with him on Friday, and he said, well, you know, dreams are just psychic coffee. You know? And I thought that was good because that's what coughing, I think, when we're sick, we cough because the body is trying to expel these toxins. So what do? We go get some medication to stop the cough, right? We get a fever because it's trying to burn out whatever those things are. Fevers burn out. What are they? Devin, Mark, what does fever do? It burns. It's heating up what in the body? It what? It creates a hostile environment for these bacteria. I knew there was a name. Okay, so what do, right? We go get something to break the fever. And there's times when you have to do that, right? I mean, the fever gets really high. It's important. But we shouldn't be running to try to stop these symptoms that are actually our body trying to support us to heal what needs to be healed. Okay. So, we sweat, right? What if we didn't sweat? You know? What if we didn't go to the bathroom? You know? These are ways we eliminate stuff, toxins and stuff from our body, waste, literally. So, there's all kinds of ways that we eliminate and release stuff that doesn't serve us. It's not good for us. In the environment, hopefully, we're someone who picks up litter. We recycle. And there's also food choices that affect the environment that I'll talk about. So, the human condition is that we feast on, we need to fast from negativity because human condition is we feast on negativity. I used to feast on negativity. I don't think I do anymore. I can still get caught up in it. But don't you just love to hear that piece of gossip? You know? Find out some information that you didn't know about somebody else, or the news. When's the last time you heard any good news on the news? I mean, a friend of mine, David Christian Hamlin, who lives here in Santa Fe, years ago founded the Good News newspaper. And it went belly up because people don't want it. I mean, the bad news. I remember my mother, she would watch the news all the time, and I said to her, well, I came over one day when she was living up in the Solomos, and I said, you know, how was your day? And she started telling me everything negative. And I said, well, Mama, was there anything good that happened today? And she thought, and she said, nope. That's what I was brought up. My relatives in North Carolina, they're always talking about something negative. And so I had built that habit, and I feasted on it. And I wanted to know who's doing what, Okay, so we want to fast on negativity. That's the solution. The spiritual solution is to fast from negativity and to get out of that human condition of feasting on negativity. So Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, in the book Atom Smashing Power of Mind, said, we must rise to the conscious realization that every thought of mind, every atom of body, every molecule of being, every function of nature, and every force is divine. And that all of these do and shall vibrate to the harmonies of spirit. So, you know, we want to accentuate the positive. We want to put our vibration in alignment with the things of spirit, with the things that, so that we feel and we are blessed by the energy of our thoughts and our words and our actions in every cell and atom of our being. So what's in it for you? Anybody got any ideas? If you fasted from negativity and feasted?
Happiness.
Pardon?
Happiness.
Happiness. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Peace.
Peace.
Contentment.
Less stress.
Wait. Less stress.
Contentment.
Contentment.
Energy.
Energy.
Good
So
health and well-being.
good health and well-being.
That's the positive.
The positive. Yes.
Serenity.
Serenity. Yeah, and in alignment with my message, it's right in alignment with our mission here. Because when we fast from negativity, you know, if we could just do one small thing to fast from negativity, make a small sacrifice. You know, during Lent, we're asked to make a small sacrifice. to give up something that's not good for us, right? And in Unity, of course, we always focus on the mental. But we also, I've been adding, past number of years, to also add something that's more tangible. You know, to give up something. And in the Unity Lenten booklet this year, it said it's about making some small sacrifice, giving up something you'd be better without. And as a result of that, we would raise consciousness, our own and all of human consciousness. We would transform our lives and the lives of people who witness this positivity in us. And we would heal the planet by doing our part to cease from negatively affecting the environment, to fast from it. All right, so we're going to talk about body, or I'm going to talk about body, mind, and environment in terms of the three areas that I'd like us to look at on fasting. So, we are what we eat. What we eat. How many of you have heard that? How's that junk food tasting, folks? Okay, we are what we eat. Do you know that if they did a biopsy of the fat in your body, they can distinguish pig fat from olive oil, from extra virgin olive oil, from beef fat? It's all in there. We are what we eat. They can tell the difference through a biopsy of our fat. That's kind of scary to me. Okay, I posted on Facebook years ago and I put autopsy instead of biopsy. And if y'all, those of you who may remember, Bill Saylor said, well, what do you care? You know? At that point, what do you care? And I didn't realize I used the wrong word. Anyway, so there was a couple things, and next week I'm going to talk about something called the pleasure trap that's somewhat related to this. But today I just wanted to give you a couple of quotes from Dr. Joel Furman. He has a book called Fasting and Eating for Health. And if you're ever going to do a water-only fast, I recommend you read this book first. In one place he says, the body will not starve, or in general even be hungry. And I'm here to attest to that. I was not hungry while fasting, because it is eating. It is consuming the substances the individual consumed last week, last month, and last year. It's literally a high-fat diet because we are living off the fat of the land. We are burning our stored fat. Okay? He says that it's a natural physiologic process to which the body eagerly adapts itself. The mind may not eagerly, but the body eagerly adapts itself. For many disease states, fasting provides an appropriate condition for the body to recuperate under its own intelligent direction. The innate wisdom of the human body is a remarkable thing and vividly appreciated as the body sets itself to healing under the conditions of the fasting state. So one of my fellow fasters had high blood pressure. She fasted 23 days and was totally off all of her blood pressure medication with her blood pressure normal without any medication. And on the last fast I went to, there were numerous people who were off their diabetes medicine within sometimes as short as 3 days. Okay? But you can't go back to your old eating habits. So there's a, you know, read what you saw. Okay. This guy, William Esser, Dr. William Esser said, in a fast we can observe the body gleefully, and again the body, not the mind, gleefully going about getting rid of the toxins and waste accumulated for years with the greatest capability and intelligence, all on its own. You know, when animals get sick, they don't eat, but we do. We keep putting more in. An animal knows. I don't know, some of you, I saw a movie that I want to show here called Prayer for Compassion, and it showed this animal sanctuary where there was this big sow, or hog, it was a sow, because she had a bunch of babies, and she wouldn't eat after she gave birth. And they, in this film, I thought, I got to write these people. The sow wouldn't eat. Okay, and they were trying to force feed And she knew exactly what she was doing. And she got well because she quit eating long enough to get rid of whatever it was that was making her sick. And then Dr. Furman says, as rare as withdrawal symptoms are, when a person does have withdrawal symptoms, this is the one you might want to take a deep breath for. When a person does have withdrawal symptoms early in the fast, it is good they are getting them. This shows how much they really needed to fast. People, this is the part, take a deep breath everybody. People who are most in need of a fast for detoxification purposes are those who feel the most discomfort in not eating. This should not stop anyone from fasting. Because the symptoms we get, the headaches, the withdrawal, whatever, it's because we're detoxifying. If you've ever quit drinking alcohol, doing drugs, or smoking cigarettes, or caffeine, giving up caffeine, you have withdrawal symptoms, right? And what cures the withdrawal symptoms? Have a cigarette, have another drink, have a drug, whatever it is. So the problem is people start to detoxify and they say, oh my God, this is making me sick. I better eat, I better smoke, I better do whatever. It's really good news. It means your body is detoxifying. And I have a whole story about that I don't have time to tell about the first time I did a raw food cleanse. And I thought I was going to die for 3 days. And woke up the next day thinking I had a new body. Okay, so I want you to have an experience of physical fasting, a different kind. I want you to clench your fist. Just really clench your fist as tight as you can. And feel the tension, feel the tightness, feel what the old-timers in Unity, the Fillmores, and Mary, Emily Cady called congestion. You're congested. Now let it go and feel the relaxation, feel the relief, feel the flow of blood, the flow of life. Okay? So what we're doing with fasting physically is we're clearing out these toxins so that life can flow. You know, most people, I used to think that diabetes was all about, because you shouldn't eat fruit and any form of sugar. But it's not true. Well, it's true you shouldn't eat refined sugar. Fruit is perfectly fine. The reason that there's excess sugar in the blood is because of the fat around every cell in the body that will not allow the insulin into the cell. The body's producing plenty of insulin, but the cell, these receptors around the cells are clogged, and that's the problem. It's the high fat we're eating, not fresh fruit, okay? So I can give you all kinds of resources on that if you're interested in that. So again, it's about cleaning out those receptors so that life can flow in them, so the insulin can flow in them and be used. And that's, of course, type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is a different matter because it still is fine with fruit, which most people don't think. But you have to have insulin if you're a type 1 diabetic because the pancreas literally cannot make insulin. Okay, we're going to get to the mind now. Okay, so if we are what we eat, right, we are also what we think. And Candace Pert, who was a long-title biologist, I can't even forget what the name of it was, but she wrote, actually she did a video or audio called Our Bodies Are Our Subconscious Mind. Our bodies are our subconscious mind. I have to quote my friend Carolyn Doherty, who says, what were we thinking? You know? Our bodies are our subconscious mind. So our bodies respond to our thoughts. And so if you know Eckhart Tolle's work, he talks about the pain body. The pain body, he says, feasts on negativity. I don't use those exact words, but it can't stomach love and compassion and joy. The pain body feasts on negativity. And so what we want to do is fast from negativity. And I got an Enneagram, I get a daily Enneagram quote. And yesterday it said, be aware of the transformative process. No matter what type you are, what personality type you are, personality is constantly in some kind of reaction to the present moment. Right? The personality, the ego, the pain body is always in some kind of reaction to the present moment. And then he says, when we are functioning in essence, we are grounded, present, and receptive to the moment. And so we can, we may have a negative thought. We can't control that. Thought happens. Okay, bumper sticker, thought happens. But we are responsible for our second thought and our first action. So when that negative thought comes up that we have no control over, we recognize it. And then we say, we accentuate the positive. And we can make a big difference in terms of what action we decide to take based on that second thought. All right. Skip that. Well, Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore suggested that we use the Lenten season to release negative thoughts and feelings so we can wake up to the abundance around us. And he taught the practices of denials and affirmations. Not denying the reality of a situation, but denying the situation power to make our lives miserable. He meant for us to release fear and worry and then affirm the truth, our innate power and strength, knowing that we are part of the infinite. And the other way that we can put this into practice is through prayer and meditation. And I want to tell you that this coming Thursday, during that 12-hour prayer vigil, I hope each and every one of you will be here for at least 1 hour to take an opportunity to sit in the silence, because silence is the fast that allows toxic thoughts to arise and pass unless we latch onto it. Say, oh, I'm going to chew on this one for a while, But people say, oh, I can't meditate because I keep having all these thoughts. It's like, hooray, that's why you're there, to let these thoughts that are repressed come up and be released. And I experienced that again through the fasting retreat. Where did that come from? I haven't thought about that for years. Well, it came up to be released. So there's no greater practice than the silence in terms of seeing these thoughts, being able to see them. I tell you, when I went on the first 10-day silent retreat with no talking, no eye contact, no reading, no writing, no listening to music, I couldn't believe the thoughts I had. It was amazing to watch. It's like, oh, I can't even show you about these thoughts. Thoughts from way back, thoughts about everybody else in the room. And because we're supposed to keep our eyes closed, I would peek. My mind made up stories about everybody in their room, and what they thought of me. It was crazy. But again, the idea is the thoughts come up, you let them go. You're sitting by the river, you watch the boats go by. You don't jump on board one of them, especially the trash boat. So in 2005, the National Science Foundation published a research study about human thought. The average person has 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts every day. Of those, 95% are exactly the same repetitive thoughts as the day before. And the vast majority, 80%, are negative. Okay? Geez Louise, what were we thinking? So I want you to take a moment again to experience this. I want you to take a moment, close your eyes, and think of something negative, something that really bugs you. That driver that cut you off, or whatever it is, And think of that negative thing and just feel how it feels in your body. know, are you tightening up somewhere around your, I could feel it in my face, or maybe your gut. You know, I just feel some tension, some tightness, some congestion. Okay, stop that thought. And now I want you to think of something positive. Close your eyes again and think of something that brings you great joy or delight. And feel the difference. Feel the relaxation, the release. Feel the flow of life. Okay, so that's how the heart math process works, that I talk about all the time. That we go from the head, where all the tension, negativity is, we drop down into the heart, and that puts us in the flow of spirit, so that we can hear the still small voice that will tell us how to, to respond to a given situation. Okay, I gotta really do this quick. The last point is our environment. Litter. One of the solutions to litter is recycle, right? Okay? And then I want to tell you something you may not want to hear. And I'm not telling you how to eat, I'm just telling you to be conscious when you eat. Business Insider magazine wrote an article based on a 2012 study published in the journal Animals and other sources. The amount of resources used for 1/4 pound of conventionally grown beef. This is 1/4 pound, which I use so many. Okay. Any idea how many gallons of water to get that 1/4 of a pound? This, huh? 14.6 gallons of water for 1/4 pound. 13.5 pounds of feed. To feed that cow, give you that 1/4 pounder. 64.5 square feet of land. 0.126 pounds of methane, and we know what that is, right? Methane, which is 20 times more potent than carbon dioxide. And 4 pounds total carbon footprint, which includes all the greenhouse gases released during the production of that 1/4 pounder. The article concludes, in reality, your hamburger isn't something bought and paid for, but a symbol of a debt that one day must be paid by our environment. So I'm not saying don't eat meat. I'm saying maybe you don't have to eat it as often as you do. You know? Unity Minister Reverend Dale Worley said, when I was a young man, I was honored and grateful to sit for an hour with a Native American elder who shared a simple yet profound spiritual teaching. He said that each morning when we awaken, we should go outside, take a deep breath, and give thanks to the Creator for the air and for our breath. We should notice the sky, the clouds, the birds, and the trees, and give thanks for this marvelous and awesome creation. He told us the Great Spirit likes prayers of gratitude the most. And the more we give thanks, the more Spirit gives us reasons to be thankful. This story expresses a basic spiritual truth. The law of increase states that whatever we praise increases in our lives. And where attention goes, energy flows. So I invite you to take a moment and ask yourself if you could do more to heal the planet. You know, could you go beyond not littering and literally pick up somebody else's litter? You know, I used to complain. I lived in these condos over Viento del Norte, and I would go walk my dog that I had at the time, and I would get so irritated because somebody had been up there partying and left all this litter, beer bottles and, you know, Frito bags, and you name it. Just trash the beautiful environment. And I finally decided I could either get upset every day or I could do something about it, and I started taking a trash bag. And every day I picked up as much as would fit in a grocery size trash bag. And I felt so good about myself that I didn't worry about those jerks that did it, you know? I felt good that I was doing something for the environment. And now when I'm walking my dogs, you know, we have a, you know, you're supposed to pick up your dog, right? Pick up after your dog. Did you see that? There was one on Facebook that said, pick up your dog, and the guy's holding a big German Shepherd. Anyway, so I go beyond picking up my dog, and I pick up other dogs because I feel good. I wish those people would pick it up themselves, or whoever's walking their dog, but I don't have any control over them. But I have control over me, and I can pick up that dog food, and I can throw it out in my trash on Monday mornings. So here's the how-to for the day. Take this green sheet, okay? And I wanted to do it, and I'm going to take some time. So I want this side of the sanctuary to say the first statement of the 2 lines, and this side to say the other. So, together. I fast from judging others. I feast on beholding Christ in them. I fast from emphasis on differences. I feast on the oneness of all life. I fast from apparent darkness. I feast on the reality of light. I fast from thoughts of illness. I feast on the healing power of God. I fast from words that pollute. I feast on phrases that purify. I fast from discontent. I feast on gratitude. I fast from anger. I feast on patience. I fast from pessimism. I feast on optimism. I fast from worry. I feast on divine order. I fast from complaining. I feast on appreciation. Okay, stop. Now we're going to switch because we're both the fast and feast. So this side of the room.
I fast from negativeness.
I feast on affirmatives. I fast from hostility. I feast on non-resistance. I fast from bitterness. I feast on forgiveness. I fast from self-concern. I feast on compassion for others. I fast from anxiety. I feast on eternal truth. I fast from discouragement. I feast on hope. I fast from facts that depress. I feast on thoughts that uplift. I fast from suspicion. I feast on truth. I fast from shadows of sorrow. I feast on the serenity of silence. I fast from problems that overwhelm. I feast on the power of prayer. And now, in the silence of prayer, I rest. And as we gently bring our attention back to this time and space, allow gratitude to fill your heart as you silently say, thank you, divine nature within me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, that I fast from negativity and I feast on positivity. And so it is, all of these. Amen.